Well, boys, I finally did it. I ventured into Trials this weekend for the first time since its opening weekend way back during Season of the Worthy. Now, I didn't do this for the intense, high-skill PvP gameplay or the nail-biting 4-4 clutch plays. No, it was for the loot, okay? I did it for the loot! As many of you know, the Igneous Hammer is available from Trials this weekend by either getting 3 wins on a card or completing the bounty, which you could just jump off the map every game and complete. More on that in a second. So, with the Igneous Hammer being so easily obtainable this weekend, I figured it was time to talk about the God Roll. Ready? Let's go. So 2 quick things you should know. First, I'm going to be talking mainly about the PvP God Roll, but I will mention the PvE God Roll at the end. And second, if you already know how to get this weapon by just losing games this weekend via the bounty, and you're here for the best perks / God Roll, just skip to the time on screen now. I'm not trying to waste your time. So the Igneous Hammer, as I just mentioned, is the 3-win reward this weekend in Trials. Just get 3 wins and bam, you got the weapon. That's pretty self-explanatory, but that's not why this weekend has been so popular for getting this weapon. One of the Trials weekly bounties right now awards an Igneous Hammer for just completing games. Win or lose, just complete games. So what a lot of people have been doing is just getting 2 other people, making a fire team, going into Trials, and just dying immediately. Do this a few times, and bam, you get an Igneous Hammer. No need to be a high level, no need to have a coordinated team, no need to be good at PvP, it just requires an hour or so of your time. Now, if you do happen to have a semi-coordinated team and you wanted to go for the 3 wins to get, extra Igneous Hammers on top of the bounties, then right now is the perfect time to. So many people are using the method that I just mentioned that involves them just throwing themselves off the map to throw games, that when I played Trials this weekend, we had multiple cards where the first 3 wins were won because the enemy team was just throwing themselves off the map. So I would definitely try to win a few games for the extra hammers. Now, if you're looking for 2 other guardians that are looking to just throw themselves off the map with you in order to secure the loot, then I'd recommend joining my community Discord. We have over 6,000 D2 players and dedicated channels to help you find other people to play with on all platforms. So what are you waiting for? Join the Discord. Now for the best perks and the God Roll. For column 1, you're going to find 9 perks. Of those 9 perks, you should only be looking for 2 perks. Small Bore for the moderate increase to both range and stability, or Hammer Forged for the flat increase to range. Now, of course, if you get any of the other range adding perks, then it's not going to kill you. So perks like Corkscrew Rifling, Extended Barrel, or even Full Bore if you're crazy and only if you're on M&K will be just fine. But if we're talking about the God Roll, Small Bore and Hammer Forged are your go-tos. Now for column 2, where you're going to find 8 perks. Of those 8 perks, there's only one real winner, Ricochet Rounds, for the increase to range, but also stability. Besides Ricochet Rounds, the other 2 perks that I would even consider would be High Cow just for the range, and then, and I'm not joking when I say this, Appended Mag for the mag bump with no negatives because, well, this thing has only 8 rounds in a mag. But Ricochet is the S tier perk, in my opinion, for this column. Now for the juicy columns, the make or break columns. In column 3, you're going to find 5 perks. From top to bottom, Rapid Hit, Outlaw, Subsistence, Quick Draw, and Killing Wind. Of these 5 perks, there are only 2 that you should be happy with. First is Rapid Hit for the increase to stability and reload speed after just hitting people in the head. Then the second is Quick Draw for max handling at all times, allowing you to whip it out real fast. Now, some of you might be wondering about Killing Wind for this weapon, and my response to that is stop. Just stop. Killing Wind by itself is great, but on a 120 that offers Rapid Hit and Quick Draw in the same column, it just gets outclassed. Killing Wind requires you to get a kill to activate. Neither Rapid Hit nor Quick Draw do. The handling bump that it provides is outclassed by Quick Draw. The range bump you get after a kill is useless on this weapon if you have good column 1 and 2 perks, and the mobility bump it provides, don't make me laugh. Listen, I'm not trying to trash on Killing Wind. Hey, I like Killing Wind on some weapons, but on this weapon, don't go for it. Now finally, column 4, where you're going to find 5 perks. From top to bottom, Rampage, One for All, Snapshot Sights, Moving Target, and Celerity. Of those 5 perks, Rampage is going to be the absolute king for the ability to get a kill and start 2-tapping everyone in sight. I probably don't need to sit here and tell you why Rampage is the go-to. You should just already know how good Rampage is on 120s. Now, one other perk that I wanted to quickly mention that isn't Rampage good, but still good. That perk being Snapshot Sights. It's an amazing neutral game perk that, when paired with Quick Draw, is going to make this weapon feel amazing. Like I said, it's not Rampage good, but it's still good nonetheless. The Igneous Hammer, in my opinion, is the best hand cannon for PvP currently in the game. Great stats, great perk pool, and it looks amazing. I mean, come on, look at this thing. I'm pretty sure this isn't a reskin. Now, I could be wrong because Bungie has a tendency to reskin a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure that this is not a reskin. But in all seriousness, this weapon would be my main hand cannon that I would never take off if it wasn't for this one thing. That one thing being that it's not a kinetic weapon. Yes, sadly, this weapon is an energy weapon, meaning it can't be paired with something like Fellwinter's or Adored. And the fact that Bungie removed Quick Draw from Astral, well, that's no longer an option for a good kinetic special if you didn't get one last season. If you want to use a special energy weapon, you're gonna have to find some other hand cannon to use. I was lucky enough to get what I would declare an A tier roll, and I have been loving it. So even if you don't get the exact God roll that I mentioned above, I think you're still really gonna enjoy this weapon. Speaking of the God rolls, let's condense it down and deliver it in a nice little package. For PvP, column 1, small bore or hammer forged. Column 2, ricochet rounds. Column 3, quick draw or rapid hit. And finally, column 4, rampage or snapshot sights. Then for PvE, column 1, small bore or hammer forged. Column 2, ricochet rounds, appended mag, or just any mag perk really. Column 3, rapid hit / subsistence, and column 4, rampage or one for all. And then finally for the masterwork, range or stability. Both are great. And that is your Igneous Hammer God Roll for both PvE and PvP. I shortened it down a little bit. Hopefully you all like this kind of new little style that I'm going to start experimenting with, where I don't really go too in depth on the non-good perks unless I need to explain as to why I'm not choosing that perk. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this little bit faster pace God Roll guides. If you have either of the God Rolls that I just mentioned, then drop them in the comment section. If you don't, well then I'm sorry, because this weapon is amazing. And well, at the time of this video going live, Trials is still live, so what are you waiting for? Go get one. With all that being said, I do stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday over on twitch.tv/myfi with an underscore at the end. So if you want to catch a stream, then drop your boy a follow over there to be notified when I go live. If you're new around here or have ever found my videos helpful, then feel free to subscribe. We're closing in on that big 100K, and I'd love you forever. If you enjoyed the video, then feel free to drop a like for the YouTube algorithm, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.